Dr. Thomson, I have a special request.
Special request? Like for a radio station? If you want me to put some music on, I can.
No. I need you to ask Chris to do something for me.
Well, it's not really my place to ask Chris to do things for you, but these sessions can be a good place to share our feelings and talk things out. So, what would you like me to ask Chris?
Tell him to let me keep the lights on until 8 o'clock.
No, only to 6 o'clock between October and February.
So you're upsetting the baby. Doesn't he just sound absolutely ridiculous?
I truly have absolutely no idea what you're talking about.
Well, then maybe I should explain the story from the beginning. I think then you'll see it from my point of view.
This whole thing started with the Great Compromise of 2020.
What was that? Some sort of UN legislation?
No, it's just an agreement Chris and I made to address the conflict we were having. Chris, why do you have to turn that light off every time that I turn it on?
Why do you need this particular light on when we have all these other lights on in the apartment? Our energy bill's going haywire.
I need it to be able to read.
You're telling me that you can read when it's this bright, but not when it's this bright.
Yes. This light helps balance the glare on my glasses until the street lights come on.
And what time is that?
6 p.m. every single night. They don't even adjust it for daylight savings time.
How about this? From 4 to 6 p.m., I will allow that light to be on during daylight savings time from October to February in all perpetuity. Is that agreeable?
Fine, it's a deal. Now, let's jump to last week when Chris decided to be totally unreasonable.
Unreasonable? You're the one who's trying to break the agreement.
Well, I finally got Matthew down to sleep. If he wakes up again, it's your turn to come.
What are you doing?
I was just gonna work on Matthew's baby book a little bit.
Oh, that's nice.
Chris, I can't see. It's way too dark.
Not this again. We have an agreement. A momentous piece of legislation that you're throwing in the trash.
It's not relevant anymore. It was one thing when we lived in a house with a streetlight right outside, but it's just way too dark.
Energy is more expensive than ever. It would be cheaper to buy you a new set of eyes than use one more moment of unnecessary light. See how unreasonable she is?
Dr. Thomson, what should we do?
Most of my patients come in because their partners are having affairs or emotionally distant. But you two are the real challenge. You can't decide whether to turn on a lamp.
I'm sorry we're such a challenge, Dr. Thomson. Do you maybe need to consult with a more experienced psychologist?
I was being sarcastic. I would say, in this situation, instead of relying on written agreements, talk it out. Ask each other how it makes you feel to turn on the light or keep it off.
But what should we do until we're able to draft an addendum to our agreement?
I think you're missing the point. But if it helps, maybe you could buy an energy-saving light bulb.
Oh my gosh! Dr. Thomson, that's brilliant! Why didn't we think of that in the first place?
So much for my PhD. I could have just worked in the lighting section at the hardware store.